I'll say it. I will say it. God, dude, the fucking French, man. People are rude in France, man. I said hello to a guy. He said no.
How tall was Michael Jackson?
That's a good question.
Looks like 5'9".
5'9".
That's kind of small, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
Because he started looking Asian at the end, huh?
He switched up. He made a big switch up.
He went through he didn't fucking miss a gender. He didn't miss a ethnicity.
He hit Mexican. He hit them all, man. He hit them all for real. And he went past white. Like the white he went was like past what the fuck white is. Like
we're like, oh, he's the one that did slavery, bro. We were all pointing at him.
What the
We're like, that motherfucker did it, bro. We were pointing at him, dude. He looked like Jackie O. I remember the first day in our neighborhood, this dude, Milford, was fighting this senior citizen right in the street. Mr. Pledo was his name. And he threw him into a fucking ditch fire.
How would you feel if you woke up black?
I think I would just like see what it feels like to just...
Say nigga.
No, I wouldn't say it. I might write it down. I would write it down.
Text it.
Guess who's here? And then they say who? This.
Yeah. BBWs.
Oh, yeah.
You fuck with them?
I would then.
Poverty's tough for everybody. I don't care what your skin color is, you know. I know it's tougher for some people than others. I know it's probably a little tougher for some ethnicities than others, but it's felt to me sometimes like we forget that even white people struggle, man. I remember trying to get financial aid when I was going to college, you know. And I went into the financial aid office, and we had this cute little black woman that worked in there named Miss Linda. And I remember trying to get financial aid specifically for poor white kids. There was no programs. She said, you got to be black, Latino, Native American, Pacific Islander. Like fucking surfers? Surfers are getting this money? I said, what's the password, Linda? She said, go talk to the basketball coach. I said, he ain't making black kids. Those kids were black when he went to them. He ain't that good of a coach.
You know, I made a mistake. I saw a man the other day, and he was in a, he had a hat on, right? And so I went up, and it said Mariners. And so I said, oh, you know, are you a big fan? You know, I said, unfortunately, you guys are one of the only teams never to win the, you know, the championship, the Major League Championship. And he just looked, he said, excuse me? I said, you know, Seattle, you guys are one of the only teams to never win it. It's unfortunate. And he just kind of looking at me weird. I said, you know, I love Ichiro. And I'm not going to, you know, racially profile him, but, you know, he could be Bobby Lee's daddy. I'll say that. You know, you wouldn't be surprised if you looked up the Sung Sang dynasty and he was in one of the arts. And he's like, what are you? And at this point, I can tell he's getting a little upset. And I started to think something was wrong. I started to feel high, honestly. He's like, well, what in the fuck are you talking about? I said, the Mariners. And I pointed at his hat, and it said Marines on it. And, I mean, just damn.
Oh, well, this person has a PhD. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
They may be smart, but I don't care about...
Yeah, PhD's only 3. Doesn't even spell anything.
Yeah, exactly. But I don't care about the letters.
That's cooking.
Yes.
Is a big chicken.
Chicken.
We make beer and chicken.
Beer.
Beer.
Beer and chicken.
Yes.
Papa?
You like beer? Yeah, put chicken in it.
Yeah.
That's the
Ready. Let's get it like this. Teamwork.
teamwork. Yeah, that's cooking, boys.
Cooking, boys.
Wow.
Yeah, wow.
Brother, you okay?
Yeah.
I got you, homie. Whoa.
Oh.
This guy. It's a lot, huh? Let me cover my eyes with this, you know? You see a lot of this Cat Williams stuff, man?
Yeah. That's been crazy.
I got a statue of him at home.
Really?
Yeah, I got a Christmas statue. It's like a Christmas Cat Williams that I have in my home. I bought it at Michael's a few years ago.
Why would you? What even inspired that?
I didn't think they should have been, but
Yeah. You bought both of them.
oh, I got one. There it is.
I don't even think that was Cat Williams. That was just
It ain't, baby.
But that was a black fucking what do you call the shit?
Cat Williams, that's what you call it.
No. That's a black nutcracker.
You ain't telling me that ain't a fucking Cat Williams, bro.
That's not Cat Williams. Williams.
I'm taking that bitch
Somehow,
back.
some way, that's fucking racist. That's not Cat Williams.
That ain't racist, bro.
Black nutcracker, bro.
Supporting the culture. How many people got a fucking black Cat Williams in the house for Christmas?
Fucking Cat Williams.
Zoom in on his face a little. If I get to do reincarnation, I would put in an application. I know that.
Okay, so let's work this out. What do you want to try first?
Ethnicity, you mean?
Don't go right to black.
Okay, I won't. I'll wait. I'll wait at least a round or whatever. I will do. What I do? Asian seems so. It feels like you could. It feels easy to do, kind of. I hate to say that. It just seems.
Yeah, that's racist.
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
Okay. Yes, I said it. Oh, I would be Mexican. Mexican seems cool. You're kind of almost you're like a little black or whatever, but you're also. You're just. Right. But yeah, I wouldn't go do black first, man. I wouldn't. Yeah, I would be honored to do it if they let me do it. That's what I would say, and I would do my best, man.
We would be. Again, as a black guy, we would be honored to have you come through.
Apply
our path.
I was so hungry I hadn't eaten in 5 days, and I thought I could eat this man. Like everybody I just had this weird thought come in my head, like I could fucking eat this guy.
Yeah.
And he was Vietnamese. And I knew right then.
The way you say that, though, Vietnamese is real crazy.
Like, what do you mean, Vietnamese?
Vietnamese. I mean, the way you say it.
I don't move my neck like that.
Yeah,
like
Vietnamese.
No, I don't.
It's like you're back in Nam. And
bro.
And you're Kevin Dillon, and you're shooting a Vietnamese guy's leg, and he's hopping up and down. You go, yeah, Dan's Vietnamese.
A black friend told me that Chinese people are like the black people of Asia. Is that true, or what is that? Have you ever heard that?
Do you just say Chinese people are the black people of Asia? Yeah. Aside from the fact they don't have black dicks.
Chinese don't?
Bro,
who's got that large meat on the Asian side?
Oh, Filipinos for sure.
Folks.
Dealing with like,
dude.
Because the Spanish, because they were like invaded so much, occupied, bro. Places that are colonized are mixed in with shit. I wish black African nations colonized more.
Yeah.
Because maybe I'd have a bigger if the black people.
They do a little bit. They have the Barclays Center. I don't know if you've seen that place.
Same shit with McDonald's.
Yeah.
Come the fuck on. You can't give us $40 an hour. I'm here busting my ass, serving Big Macs in and out, and getting cussed out, getting treated like shit.
And they got pedophiles in there. Hard as hell to serve something. You know, they got a man out there trying to touch, in a little, in the play area.
Yeah.
Them was always out there in ours. You playing and
I don't know
playing.
what McDonald's you went to, but we know.
Covington, Louisiana, bro. We be in that. They had a dude always out there.
I think your boy from Louisiana.
Oh, Starzy Rex?
Starzy Rex, the white boy.
Yeah.
That said the N-word.
And he shouldn't have done it. And look,
yeah.
Don't do it, man. Write it down. Put it in a bottle.
Yeah.
A lot of people will do that, I notice.
They put it in a bottle?
Write it down, put it in like a bottle, throw it out in the water.
What does that do for you, though?
It's just like message in a bottle. It gets it out of your system.
Yeah, just get the N-word out. But you wanted to get out to the world, but without it being known or seen.
Just let the Lord do what he wants with it then. If you throw it out into the water, that's on you. Look at that. Imagine you roll up on one of them on the beach.
Let the Lord do as he pleases with it, right?
Yeah.
If it gets to one of the sharks or a whale out there, it is what it is.
But imagine it gets to China and some dude opens it up and he's like, yeah.
And he starts saying,
like, yeah. Being British has to be wild, because you don't really, you don't have any superheroes. You don't have really any superheroes. You have Paddington Bear, right? Which I kind of get. He's like this kind of like little, just like, oh, hey, kind of little, I'm Paddington. He's like, whatever, he does his thing or whatever. And then who else? Sherlock Holmes. So fucking, if those are your superheroes, no wonder we left to start America. Like, bitch, y'all got Paddington and fucking Watson's daddy over here, Watson's pimp, fucking S-Lock, homie. We out. I'll get on a boat to nowhere.